At around 7:30 Greenwich Mean Time, the guided missile destroyer USS Fitzgerald, DDG-62, found itself at the center of a high-stakes maritime incident near waters in the Gulf of Oman that Iran claims to monitor closely. Iranian state-affiliated media outlet Tasnim reported that the Iranian Navy's 3rd District dispatched a Sh-3C King helicopter, which flew low over the U.S. ship and issued a radio warning in English, demanding a course change. Footage aired by Iranian sources showed the Fitzgerald from above, with audio of the warning included. Iranian officials alleged that the U.S. vessel threatened to engage the helicopter, prompting a swift response from Iran's integrated air defense network, which declared the chopper under full protection. According to Tehran's account, the destroyer then altered its route southward and exited the area. In contrast, the United States Central Command rejected this depiction outright. In statements to the press, U.S. defense officials said the encounter occurred in international waters and described the interaction as safe and professional. A source speaking anonymously to Reuters insisted that the destroyer never threatened the Iranian aircraft, nor did it veer into Iranian territorial waters. American officials accused the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps of fabricating details to fuel propaganda. Naval expert Afshan Ostavar, cited in USNI News, said that Iran's use of a single helicopter in these confrontations mirrors previous harassment strategies, which focus more on internal messaging than actual deterrence against formidable warships like the Fitzgerald. Iranian state outlets portrayed the event as the first direct engagement with U.S. forces since the June 2025 conflict with Israel, during which the U.S. launched a limited strike on Iranian nuclear sites, resulting in damage primarily to the Fordow facility. Iran retaliated by launching missiles at Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, briefly disabling key systems. President Trump later declared the U.S. strike a spectacular achievement, though Iran sharply disagreed. President Masoud Pezeshkian reaffirmed Iran's nuclear program's civilian status and warned of possible future conflict with Israel. Military sources in Iran continued to characterize the Fitzgerald's approach as a deliberate provocation. Reports say that repeated verbal warnings and air defense posturing eventually pressured the destroyer to retreat. State television showed aerial video of the helicopter closing in on the warship, with narration underlining Iran's mission to defend its territorial claims. The timeline, per Iranian media, stretched from 10 a.m. local time until the Fitzgerald reportedly changed course. The USS Fitzgerald, an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer launched in 1994 and commissioned in 1995, has had a long and eventful career. Originally based in San Diego before moving to Yokosuka, Japan, the ship has participated in numerous joint operations, missile defense missions, and humanitarian efforts. Its most notorious moment came in 2017 when a collision near Japan claimed 7 sailors' lives and left the ship severely damaged, necessitating years of repairs. Technically advanced, the Fitzgerald displaces around 8,900 long tons and spans 154 meters in length. It is armed with an array of weapons, including 90 vertical launch system cells capable of firing Tomahawk cruise missiles, RIM-66 and RIM-161 interceptors, and torpedoes. Its sensor suite includes cutting-edge radar and sonar systems, and it carries an MH-60R Seahawk helicopter for surveillance and anti-submarine operations. It is also the first U.S. Navy ship to field the Enterprise Remote Monitoring V4 AI system, which enables real-time diagnostics across thousands of shipboard systems. The latest naval standoff occurs amid escalating Iranian defense initiatives. In July 2025, the Iranian parliament approved a sweeping defense package that includes the release of frozen assets, a tripling of the military budget to $46 billion, and streamlined funding channels benefiting the IRGC. The move follows increased missile testing and reduced transparency with international nuclear inspectors. Iranian officials have publicly stated that they are prepared for extended conflict, if necessary. While the U.S. maintains that it will continue to assert freedom of navigation in international waters, Iran has grown increasingly aggressive in challenging these operations, particularly in the Gulf and Strait of Hormuz. This latest confrontation underscores the fragile balance and the ever-present potential for miscalculation. Past episodes, such as Iran's claim in 2023 that a U.S. submarine surfaced in contested waters, a claim the Pentagon denied, illustrate how quickly tensions can flare without clear resolution. No injuries or damage were reported in the Fitzgerald incident, but the underlying friction remains unresolved. The absence of direct follow-up communication between Washington and Tehran following this naval encounter suggests that both sides remain entrenched in their positions, ready to test limits but cautious not to tip into open conflict.